Hi guys, welcome to another video on Jay's Workshop. Today we're going to be changing the oil filter and air filter on a BMW 440i F36. So we've got all the oil there. Customer's going to be replacing the ordinary filter with a panel K&N panel filter, and we're going to be changing the cabin filter as well. So first what you have to do is drive onto a ramp, obviously, open your bonnet, and then underneath you need to come here, and there's a little flap over here which you have to turn with a flathead screwdriver, and we'll open this flap. So you just get your flathead screwdriver and you turn it half a turn like this, and then this will open out, give you access to the drain plug right here. Okay, so to drain the oil, the sun plug, you need a 17mm socket like this, or whatever ratchet, it doesn't matter. And then you need to put your drain pan there, obviously. The socket's right there. So what I'm gonna do, I need to use two hands, 1 second. So I managed to break off the nut, tap it, and the rest I'm just going to take off with my hand, like this. Just be careful because the oil is really hot as well.
The floor is clean, you always paint the floor. It keeps it floor clean,
there you go, just going to let it drain out. So now all the oil is drained out, I'm just going to give it a little wipe down. I forgot to mention as well, make sure you open the oil filler cap on the top as well loosely to help the oil flow. This is the old sump plug. I'm going to take off the old washer, put the new one on, and it comes with that the oil filter. If you buy man oil filter, it'll come with a new washer. What we're going to do now is just screw this back on with my hand. Like so. And then we're just going to tighten it off with the ratchet. That's it, don't want to over tighten it. And after, I'm just going to put this flap back on and turn that 180 degrees with the flat screwdriver. So as you can see, I've put the flap back on and turn this 180 degrees. So underneath everything's done. I'm just going to tighten this back up, like so. I'm just going to remove this cover, it just pops up. Just going to have the cover there. If you're changing the spark plugs, obviously they're based here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but just because of the last one you have to remove all of that. But today we're not changing the spark plugs. We're going to change the oil filter, which is located right here. To remove the oil filter housing, you need a 32mm shallow socket like this. I've put it on a flexi head to gain access, and I've got an extension socket on there and a ratchet here. So what you need to do is basically locate it right there. Try and get in there. You've got the socket on, and this is why you need that flexible ratchet. As you can see, you can't do it straight like that, you need that flexible ratchet. And then you put your ratchet in and you start on doing it, but I'm going to have to use two hands, so I'm going to start filming. So I've fully loosened the oil filter housing. I'm just going to undo it with my hand now. Okay, so it's out. It's in a very tight spot, as you can see. Make sure you put some kitchen roll or something down to not make mess. And then you just pull it out like so.
£70 for each ticket, man. The train.
Just leave it here. And the filter's still left behind over there, so I'm just going to put that out now.
Medina to Makkah.
Over there. And I'm just going to place it over here. So what we're going to do now is remove this rubber O-ring over here and put the new one.
It's in the Super now, isn't it?
Yeah, and the new Super. So to remove this rubber, you just need to just put a flat screwdriver in there, thin one, and then take off that rubber O-ring. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to quickly wash this down with some braking clutch screw now, and then we're going to put the new rubber O-ring.
They just don't do it.
Okay, so I'll give him the 16.
This bit.
That's it. I'm just going to get the filter now. And pop this on. There's two sides to it. But we need to put the rubber O-ring first. We're going to pop this air filter in now. There's a big side like this, and there's a thin side. Obviously the thin side pops into the filter housing over there. So when you push it in, you should hear it pop. There you go. And you have to put a bit of oil around this ring before assembling it, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so I've put some oil around that rubber O-ring, and it's all assembled. So what we're going to do now is, that's the housing over there. Just going to carefully feed this through with the hand. No, it's not that tight. It's not tight. No, it's going, yeah.
No.
Like, as you can see,
Sharp or something.
I'm tightening it down with my hand as much as I can.
I think it's just
Like so. And now I'm going to put my ratchet and socket on there and tighten it off. So I've got my ratchet on there and my socket and tighten it off. You don't want to over tighten it, just tighten it enough until most of it stops. So I've tightened it up fully, put it on. All our work's done here.
Is your name on the painting?
I'm just gonna.
yeah, Atlantis blue.
Blue. It's not turquoise, is it?
Now we're gonna top up the oil. How many liters does this engine take?
6.5.
We're gonna top up 6.5 liters of oil.
Yeah, that's
The grade of oil for this car, oh sorry, the recommended oil is 0W30. So I put the 6.5 liters on,
This battery is draining.
and I've closed the cap. Now we're gonna change the panel filter, which is, just open this clip here. Open this clip here. This one clip there. I think that's it. Come up like so. You don't have to fully take it off. Just open it enough to slide it out like so. Like so. You don't have to fully take it off. So this is the old filter, but we're going to be replacing it with a K&N filter. There you go, as you can see the difference, yeah, so that's the difference. That's the panel filter, K&N. This is the normal one, so this should give better airflow. If you want to look for the part number, it is this one over here. So we're going to put this one in now. So we're going to slide the new panel filter in. I need to use 2 hands also. So as you can see, it slides in and it fits perfectly. We're going to put the new, put this on, and we're just going to put these clips back in. So 1, 2, and 3. That's the air filter, oil filter, and the oil done. I'm just going to put the cover back on now. So change the cabin filter. We need to remove two 10mm bolts, one which is here, and one which is in here. Once you take out these two 10mm screws, they should pop down over here like that, and you have to just remove this socket for the light over here. It's like a cigarette lighter socket. Just like that. And this one I don't think you have to take off, you can leave it on. Now I have to put two screws. One is there, one is there. So taking off those two screws, it should open up now. To use two hands. So there's actually 3 screws on here. I'll show you where they're located. So one's here, there's one cheeky one up there. So now we have access to the cabin filter. Just gonna put it down like so. Make sure you look at which way the airflow is. Take this out, take it out carefully. There's a little twist to it, so we're saying the airflow goes towards the engine of the car, because it goes in like that. That's what we're going to do with the new one. So this is the new one we're going to be putting in now. That's in, like so. Now then put this cover back on. Make sure it clicks in like so. And we're going to put these 3 screws back in to place. Put those 3 screws back in. Now I'm just going to put this back on. So then somehow clip this connector back on like so. And make sure to connect the cigarette lighter back on over here like so, and then we'll just tuck the whole thing in. I have to use 2 hands.
There's no space.
Yeah, it's really tight. So once you get this back on, just clips into place. Got your 2 10mm screws socket. Let's put back in. One goes here. One goes here. Just gonna tighten them up, and it's done. So we've done all the oil change, air filter, cabin filter. What we're gonna do now is start the car up, drive off the ramp,